Hello students, the next chapter which we are going to see is from the supplementary reading, which is the broken gate. Before this lesson, it's another one which is in the reduced syllabus. Okay, so we don't have that thing. So I am just which is the King Sindbad and his falconer. So this is not there in your syllabus. So I just move on to the next chapter, which is the broken gate. It was written by Enid Blyton, which is it's taken from the Funtime Tales. Tales is nothing but stories. Okay, so here are some of the pre-reading task. So which is quite related to the story which we are going to see it now. Okay, just read out these sentences which they have given as the pre-reading task. The teacher asked those students to stand up who have not completed the notes. So a friend asked if can copy your answers while writing a test. You have borrowed your friend's notebook and lost it. You find a 1000 rupee note in the corridor of the school. So you promised your parents that you would clean your room, but you watched your favorite program on TV instead. The shopkeeper charges you for 3 cricket bats when you have bought only 2 cricket bats. So these are related to something which can be an honest thing, dishonest, or a smart answers. Okay, so this is quite related to the story which we are going to see it now. Let us move on to the story now. Old man Twinkle wanted a boy to help him in his shop. Okay, so now we are introducing a character named Twinkle. He is an old man. Okay, so he just wanted a boy for his shop. He needed a boy who could drive Jenny. Jenny is nothing but the pony. Pony is a small type of horse. So pony is nothing but a small type of horse. Okay, so for all Twinkle's goods were taken around in the cart. So the pony is useful for doing carrying out the goods from the Twinkle's shop. So the old man Twinkle put a notice in his window, wanted boy to help, in the bracket after school hours. So he needed a boy to help the person who should be working after the school hours. Okay, all the boys saw the notice and many of them thought they would try for the job. So what happened, some of the boys saw the notice and they wanted to try for that job. They could do it after school and on Saturdays, and it could be a good job, for old man Twinkle was generous and kind. So he is a kind and generous person, helping tendency person. Okay, so for that reason the boys were eager to go and work in his shop. That evening all the boys, George, Henry, Peter and Harry, so here are four more characters introducing in this story, went to see old man Twinkle. Jack, who was called the smallest by his friends, who hesitated to try for the job because of his ragged clothes. Ragged is nothing but old or torn, okay, which is teared clothes, were also went to see who would get the job. Old man Twinkle wasn't ready to see anyone for the moment, so he told the boys to play in the yard till he called them. So at that moment he just wanted to ask those boys to go and play in the yard, meanwhile while he was busy in some other work. Okay, so seeing an enormous yard gate swinging to and fro in the wind, all the five boys climbed up on the gate. So what happened, there was enormous means a huge. Yard is nothing but a backyard or a garden or a lawn type. Okay, so there was a gate in there and it was swinging to and fro, front and back in the wind, and all the five boys climbed up on the gate. They shouted and pretended to whip the gate to make it gallop. So what they did, they shouted and they assume to move fast. Whipping means move fast the gate, make it gallop. Gallop is nothing but like what they will say, as fast ride, at a very full speed they were moving to and fro the gate. It swung to and fro and the boy shouted with delight. So they were very much excited to play in that gate. And then suddenly something happened. So what happened suddenly we will be seeing in the next para. So the see in this gate they were playing, all the five boys. So the gate was old and was not meant to carry five boys. So it broke away at the hinges. Hinges is nothing but the movable joint. So over here in the gate you will find that the joints, right? So it, what happened, it broke and the boys found themselves sliding off. So they found that they were sliding towards down. So the gate gave a groan and hung all crude, swinging in a very peculiar manner. So it made a low creaking sound, okay, as it was broken now. All the boys thought that the old man Twinkle was at the front of the shop and he could not see what had happened. So they thought that the old man Twinkle would be in the shop and he could have not seen anything. But he ought to tell him, said Jack. So what ought meaning nothing but must, yeah, should or have to. Okay. So but we have to tell him, said Jack. So Jack is saying that we have to go and say this situation. It's rather cowardly not to. My mother says we always ought to own up at once when anything's broken. So Jack is saying that we should not be coward, we should be brave and go and face the situation and say what happened to Mr. Twinkle. Okay, can't we all five go and tell him? So he's saying that we can go and say to him. No, said others. He might say he won't give any of us the job if we have done a thing like that. We won't say a word. So what they are deciding, the others except Jack, they don't want to say this to Twinkle as they won't get the job. At this moment they saw Mr. Twinkle shouting at them, so they all went to him. So he called upon all the other boys inside. Twinkle interviewed them one by one. He asked them some questions and also asked whether they knew anything about the broken gate. So now he is asking about few questions that he asked, and he now asking about the who broke the broken gate or someone knows about it. Surprisingly, all the boys pretended not to be knowing anything about the broken gate. So what happened? All the boys were saying that we don't know about it. Mr. Twinkle told he could make his choice that evening. So he said that he may choose the person who he wanted to be in his shop. So they all went off except Jack. He was worried about the broken gate. So what happened? Except Jack, everyone went off. He was dreadful. Dreadful means fearful. To break a thing and not to tell about it and not even try and mend it. Mend it means to repair it. He wondered if he could mend it. He swung the gate a little to see how much it was broken. So now he is now trying to fix it up the gate. Okay, so just he was trying and see how much it was broken. Old man Twinkle saw Jack from the window. He called him in. Are you another boy after this job? He asked. No, sir, said Jack. I am too small and not very clever, and I am a bit ragged too because my mother hasn't much money. So this was the reply was given by Jack. Okay. Said old man Twinkle. I see. Well, what are you doing out there in my yard? Do you know anything about that broken gate? So now he is questioning Jack. What you know about the broken gate? Oh dear, thought Jack. Now what am I to say? I don't want to get the other boys into trouble. So he is thinking that he doesn't want the other boys to be in the trouble. He went red and then he said, Yes, Mr. Twinkle, I do know about the gate. So now he is saying that he knows about it. What do you know about it? Asked the old man. I was swinging on it when it broke, said Jack bravely, though he didn't feel at all brave. For Twinkle was frowning. Frowning is nothing but he to contract the eyebrows. We raise the eyebrows if sudden someone raises a question or someone we hear any other answer from others, right? So he raises the eyebrow. Okay, it's meaning of frowning. Oh, so your weight broke my gate, did it? Said old man Twinkle, and he looked fierce. Fierce means wild. Okay, so he said that with your weight the gate was broken. Well, not exactly, said Jack. So it's not exactly, he replied. What do you mean, not exactly? Asked Twinkle. Oh, please, sir, don't be angry. But you see, some other boys and I were swinging together on it, and it broke, said Jack. I wanted to come and tell you, really, I did. but the others said no, and I couldn't give them away, could I? I stayed to see if I could mend the gate. That's what I was doing out in your yard. So he explains what happened, and he just wanted to fix it, so he was there in the yard. I see, said old Twinkle, and he didn't look quite so fierce now. So now he was not wild with a wild face. Well, who were the other boys? Don't be angry with me, Mr. Twinkle, but I really can't tell tales. So he's saying that don't be angry on him, and I don't want to say stories. They are my friends, you see. I don't want them to get into trouble.